All right, episode 7 dropped from These Fragile Lives, and we got a bunch of nothing burgers. But I would like to start off. I may have been incorrect about our little menage a trois. So that was way off on the theory with Randall and Christy
Marielle.
and Marielle.
And can I say, I told you so.
Yeah, I know. After when I was editing it last video, I kind of know. It's like, okay, I was way off on that, but I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it in. And when I was watching it again this episode, I was like, yeah, I was way off on that. But he did. He tried to tell me I was an idiot, but I was like, no. This is exactly what I felt happened, and I really did think at least Randall and Marielle was banging beforehand, but I guess I was wrong on that as well. Anyway, so let's get into this episode. Freaking Fatima. It starts with Fatima. And she's actually telling them that she's telling like everybody inside the hospital that she's eating all this crazy shit. And I was kind of surprised that she's actually talking and telling people the truth. But this is a lot of Fatima in this episode.
Yeah.
Starts with her and ends with her.
Yeah. And pretty much a lot of the end of this season, I guess, is going to be focused on her because that's been the big storyline throughout the season was her and her baby or supposed baby.
I don't think it's a baby. I think there's something like possessing her or something. Like she said, she can't control the hunger. She can't, like she has, like whenever she doesn't eat, like it hurts her physically. Like with that scene where she's laying down in the bed, her stomach caves in. That looked pretty rough.
But that's just, we don't know if that's just in her head because once Ella showed up, he
wasn't doing anything.
It wasn't doing that.
But then again, the cicadas, no one can see the cicadas, and those are real.
No.
They were never
They're real to Randall because it's all in his fucking head.
No, I'm saying before, whenever they took over Randall, they took over Julie, and they took over Marielle. I mean, that
but
really
they're
happened.
not there anymore.
Yeah, but
like they did at one point have the cicadas, but they're not. Like, it's just Randall's thing now. I think Randall's the one that has the trauma with it. That's why he's the one that can't escape those hallucinations. I feel like it feeds on your trauma.
Yeah, it does feed on your trauma. Yeah, I agree.
But my whole thing with the Fatima's pregnancy is because she says she's measuring. And she's measuring her stomach, and it's getting bigger. So is there something there that's just not able to be picked up on the ultrasound?
No, I think that there's something in her.
So she's just not showing up on the rotten food?
No, she's just, that's the thing is the ultrasound can't see whatever's in her. That place is not letting them know what the hell's inside of her. It's trying to keep it a secret, which is what I was kind of curious from the start is how is this going to play out with Fatima's pregnancy? I mean, I was kind of curious to see if they were going to like do a normal pregnancy or what was going to happen. I was very skeptical though, because this place never lets, things happen naturally. I feel like there's always got to be some twisted outcome.
So there's something going to happen. It's not a total.
Here's the thing.
Total nothing, but what is it?
They were even hinting at it from the start because, even what's her name? Head of Colony House.
Donna.
Yeah, even Donna and her had the conversation when Fatima was freaking out about being pregnant. She's like, I was never supposed to be pregnant. She's like, oh, this, it's a miracle. You should be happy. Right then, I was like a red flag to me, because I was like, if they, there's no history of like babies being born there. First off, I didn't think that they were going to be able to just have a normal pregnancy without it, going crazy. So I don't know. Like, I think Fatima's going to die. I really do.
Well, what about Donna wanting both Fatima and Ellis out of the colony house? Like, I thought that was kind of messed up, but I see her reasoning. She doesn't want to put everyone else in danger.
Yeah, I don't think it's messed up at all. It's
gonna mess them up like emotionally, because they love that house. They love Donna, and then for her to want them out of the house because of everything that's going on, it's gonna kind of hurt them emotionally.
Well, that's just all by the wayside because it's too fucking late. Well, she was worried about having them around. Well, now somebody's already gone.
She already killed someone. I mean, she wasn't wrong. She didn't think it was going to happen that fast. I think she was more worried about her giving birth to a creature or something and killing everybody at night.
I don't know. There's just so much going on with that. It's weird, but it's because we've already brought it up. What about what friggin' Tilly says after Fatima stabs her?
You have to run.
Isn't that total suspect?
Dude, I always thought she was part of this.
Yeah, I thought she was like bad. I really did. I thought she was like the mole, or I did not see her dying. I thought something was going to happen. I thought she was going to stab her. She's going to turn into a monster or something is what I was thinking. Yeah, I really thought that she was going to try to keep her eating the food, the rotten food or something. Like I thought she was just going to try to force her to eat it, but
you think that she's a catalyst, essentially. No, man. That's the thing is like, I think that she was there to observe. I don't think that she was there to really influence too much. I mean, as you could tell, she's just kind of been in the background, popping up here and there. She has cancer, but she's not like growing ill. She's still able to move. It could be this place, or it could be she really doesn't have fucking cancer.
Why would she have fucking morphine then?
If she's a mole, why like what is it? She could have anything she fucking wants, take it in there with her. It's good for the story. It's good for her cancer shit.
But the question though, is it the entity that possessed Fatima to kill her, or was it just Fatima?
No, I don't
kind of going crazy.
I don't know. It's so weird. Because that is such a big fucking jump. Why is she sitting there clenching goddamn shears? I don't know what it is. It could just be bad writing, but who knows? It's weird.
Anyway, no, I think that she did it out of anger and pain, and she didn't know exactly what she was aggravated. She was more than aggravated, and like
she was in pain. I think she was in pain, and then she came in.
Yeah, and that was the, because she wanted her. She's like, leave me alone, get away from me, don't touch me. And like, she wouldn't leave her alone. She's just like, all right, you're dead.
I don't know. I think it's just bad writing, kind of like when Dale accidentally stabbed Ellis. That one bothered me too.
Which is stupid.
But why say
writing?
Run? Why say
is
run?
Good writing is a backtrack a little bit. Is Dale getting trapped in that wall? I mean, that was badass.
Yeah, that was badass.
Sorry.
So what about Elgin? Yeah. So whenever he is in front of the camera and takes a picture on itself, I was like, oh shit, here we go. And I guess it took a picture of the cellar, those doors, the wooden doors.
Yeah, the roof cellar doors.
Yeah, I assume that's the picture that it took, which is really weird because he was nowhere close there, but that's the picture it gave him.
Yeah, the whole shit with the kimono lady is just weird.
That's the same place where Jade saw that guy being crushed, because whenever he opened up, he saw a guy in there being crushed by a stone in the first season.
My question is, what the fuck does that is this where it happened means? That's my thing. What the fuck? What has happened there?
I think you say that's where she dies, where the kimono lady dies.
But that wasn't her skeleton by any means. That was a man.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it could, like, that's what I'm saying. It's probably something to do with her. It probably has, it's like the first clue. You know what I'm saying?
It's got to have something to do with
more next episode.
Kimono check.
Are we? Because we've been waiting for a lot of other stuff. This season is moving at a glacier pace.
Well, we only got 3 episodes left, so surely.
And don't call me Shirley.
They're going to be dropping some info, some facts. They're going to fucking move on, not at a glacier speed.
I don't know about that. It's the MO of this show right now is not answer anything and just give you more mysteries.
Well, what aggravated me is he goes inside that cellar, and then you tell me Jade didn't find that door back there. Like no one else found that door, and all they went inside. They saw a cabinet, and they said, "Oh, I guess there's nothing else here. See you later." No one tried to move the cabinet. No one tried to go do any more searching in there.
My question, and I'd have to go back and review the other seasons. Has that cabinet always been there? Because I could have sworn somebody wasn't it Julie that came through that door when she went through the faraway tree during the massacre.
Yeah, I need to go back and see. I don't remember where she came through.
I believe she came through. Cabinet was there when Victor was a kid, and he was down there with his little sister, and his sister ran out with his mom, and they both died.
But what I can remember with Jade, when he went down there, he saw the crushed man, then he freaked out and ran off. Like, I don't remember anything past that with Jade. But yeah, I do remember Victor being down there. I don't know if he went to that door or not. I guess if anyone would know, it would be Victor.
No, they've gone down to that root cellar numerous times, but I hadn't remembered a cabinet, but I just have to go back and look. But yeah, that because when Julie went through the faraway tree, that's where she came out, was a root cellar.
Maybe that cabinet wasn't there before. I don't know. Like I don't know. I've been putting that cabinet in my house. It's pretty nice looking cabinet.
That's the thing with this with this show is you watch it, and I'm starting to go back and rewatch starting from season 1 again, and a lot of stuff just jumps out to you more on the second viewing. Because you're not concerned with the plot. You're able to take your focus off of that and look around and see a lot more. Okay. We got Randall and Julie just going off on an excursion for no reason.
Well, she wants to learn how to drive. She said that she never had her driver's license permit or never learned how to drive because whenever Thomas died, she was
they never made it back from the trip. Yeah, but that's after they took out just walking.
Looking for some kind of mushroom or something. He said he was looking for.
Yeah, that's right.
Give me some penguin vibes.
Shit. Yeah. So I guess he's out mushroom hunting, and then they talk about that, and then they head back and get the colony house van. Ultimately, end up where the little dungeon is, or the ruins of it.
The cicadas come, and.
Oh, yeah, he has his cicada flashback that's only visible to him again.
But when they're over there by the little castle area, they both feel something. And Julie's like, I want to go look around. He's like, no, let's get the fuck out of here. This shit is crazy. Let's get back. It's already getting, close to the dark.
Well, he's traumatized. He's done with this. After what they did to him,
he's completely traumatized.
He doesn't want to deal with this anymore. He's like, nah, dude, I want to take it easy. Like, I'm not trying to do all this investigation shit anymore. Like, they let me know. They let me know.
Yeah. Whatever he did or whatever they did to him, he's like, no. I'm good. Like, I'm okay. I don't want to do any of this anymore. Like, I was thinking the car is going to break or they're going to have a hard time getting back to the colony house or to the village, but it seems like that's not going to be the case.
I would hope I'm glad they didn't do that, because I feel like that would have been something they would have done like 3 times over. And it's just like, guys, why are we repeating ourselves? I thought they were going to wreck or something,
because the cicadas came in, he was driving. I was like, oh, guy's got a wreck, and then it's just going to get crazy. But no, they just jump out of the car and go
I honestly thought he was going to run off and leave her stuck there trying to figure out how to drive back, even though he didn't teach her a damn thing.
Yeah, I know. He really did it.
I love how he always tries to play the cool guy, but he's not the cool guy.
I kind of like Randall. I was hoping to get a Randall Boyd scene, after what happened, but they have not even been in the same scene together yet, same room, same talk.
Well, it's the same thing. They bring something up and then they just forget about it. There was that whole tension between them that hasn't come back around yet. Friggin' Boyd trying to go and capture a creature, that's just gone.
Yeah, it's just gone. We're moving on past that. Don't ever speak of that again. That was the past.
They bring up a lot of shit and then just leave you hanging.
I feel like there's also a better way of going about doing that versus being like, hey, we're going to toss some mysteries out here, see if people like these kind of mysteries. If they do, we'll keep, following this kind of mystery. But if not, we'll throw something else in their face, make them forget about the last one.
Well, a couple seasons away, they'll do the whole creature, capturing the creature thing.
Another big scene that was a huge focus that was really nothing was Acosta freaking out over a damn gun.
Yeah, I thought she was going to be like, look, I got some bullets right here, you son of a... But that didn't happen.
Well, she should have, because whether these writers know how cops actually work, you don't ever carry just what's in the fucking gun.
Yeah. Normally you have a clip or you have like
she
a Rambo
dropped
type.
a magazine while she was shooting up to the house. I think it's either one or two magazines. So
yeah,
I know for a fact it's one.
She was shooting everything. Yeah, you're right. I do remember that. But the whole scene with Boyd, how she's kind of going all crazy.
I was hoping Boyd was going to deck her because she's just got a really punchable face in that scene. Yeah, she's very immature in going about it, and that's just her ego because she thinks she's better than these people because she's a police officer. But Boyd put her in her place by saying, yeah, how long you been out of the academy? 2-3 days? He knew exactly where to jab, and you could tell that messed with her because then at the end she had to do her whole sheriff shit when she was leaving. It got under her skin. There's no love lost there between those two, that's for sure.
Well, I think she's there for a reason. She's there to push back on Boyd and probably cause friction between, him and the town, because she's definitely a polar opposite compared to Boyd.
Boyd needs any help fucking having problems with the fucking town. He's already got enough problems.
That is true.
Well, like you said, she's there for a reason, and that brings us to Jade, Tabitha, and Ethan going to the settlement.
So I have a theory here. I have a little theory here.
But first, real quick, I think the biggest impact of that whole sub-story in the episode was that Jade makes the point everything is predestined. What was his quote? If fate exists, if you were destined to come to this place since you were a child, then one way or another, you were always going to come to that tree in the road. So we know she is because she saw this stuff beforehand. Is that the same with everybody else? They're all destined to be there.
Well, and you also got to think, even Tabitha says that she forgot all about this. It was an old locked away memory that was like stored in her mind, and once she like saw something or heard someone talk about it, it kind of unlocked that memory again. So it's just like these people could have dreams like that or something like that are just in their locked away in their head that they've just forgotten because they had them when they're so young or whatever, overshadowed by something else. I don't think they're dreams
at all. I think she was actually there as a child, and maybe she escaped.
And she's reincarnated, and that's memories from her other life.
Maybe she's the child that escaped.
As a child. Like she was there as a child, and maybe she got out.
Do you look at the way she's dressed? That's not from anything during her lifetime. Oh, well, we didn't talk about friggin' because you were, Dustin, you thought that Jasper was going to fucking just be this evil motherfucker and spilling his guts and fucking with Victor, and he ain't doing shit, man.
I didn't say he was going to spill his guts. I said he was going to talk to Victor. I do think whenever he gets into Sarah's house and they go in the basement or whatever, I think that's when he'll start talking.
Man, it's not that simple. There's got to be something like I don't think he's just going to start giving answers and just start talking. Like,
yeah, it's got to be the right place, right time. Got to have the right people there.
There's something.
Maybe Jade has to be there.
Maybe. Jade does need to be there. I'm sick and tired. Jade is the smartest motherfucker there. I'm sick and tired of him not fucking talking to other people, talking to Victor. And like, if he would just talk to Victor, maybe they could fucking solve everything. It'd be good. It'd be good.
Well, no, Jade has to be there because he has a connection. He's actually seen Jasper. That was one of his visions.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
True.
And he saw him inside,
and he saw it in the caves
as well. Yeah. So I think Jade needs to be there with him, and Jade should be on his way back from the other village.
And personally, I think there's a connection with Jade and Christopher, because he's the one obsessing about that little symbol, and that's what Victor said. Christopher ended up obsessing about that symbol and then going crazy, and then boom, the massacre happened. That's why I think shit is cyclical. I think like Jade's the Christopher in this cycle. Tabitha's the Miranda in this cycle.
I think so. I think you're right on that. From the clues we've got so far, what part does Fatima play, though? That's what I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. And one thing that I don't think anybody has brought up, and I've noticed, is that as soon as they killed Smiley, that's when she all of a sudden talks about her pregnancies. Or pregnancy.
It's about what?
Because I that still falls on the equilibrium theory.
So what would you say?
Whenever Boyd kills that Smiley creature,
that's when her pregnancy comes into play, and that
same episode
comes on the balance of equilibrium between how many people are in from and how many creatures and stuff. Because if you go down a creature, that's going to throw everything off. So is she turning into a creature?
That's literally what I've been thinking this whole time, but I didn't want to say it because it's like, nah, I feel like it's too easy. Plus, would she give birth to the creature, or would she just turn into the creature? Like, is that what these creatures are? Are people that have gotten pregnant in the past and given birth? And
well, no, because men can't get pregnant. But
right. But the women can give birth to men.
Well, yeah, but because they were human at one point, so we know that's a fact.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, if the mom dies, gives birth to one of those night creatures, could be male or female, whatever. But like, that's kind of what I'm thinking of how they're created. Maybe, I don't know. It's just
because they're all from a certain time. So if you notice, they're all from like the late 50s, 60s look, just like the town is. I don't know, because she wouldn't fit in with the time. So of the creatures. So is she the start of the new cycle of creatures, or what? Who knows?
They never talked about what the fuck was out there by the cabins. They left us in the dark. Like, it's...
Yeah, we still don't know what the thing is knocking around at night on the cabins.
It could be a whole nother creature.
Probably whatever it was that Tabitha was dreaming of as a kid, and she never saw it. But how are they going to figure out what it is?
Where's the web place? We saw the giant webs all one time. You know, what about those creatures?
Yeah.
What about
that was in the past? That was in the past.
Right.
We're going to see the seals again.
And
what
the
about
spiders?
the bright?
Because there was something significant with the spiders. Because why would they have Boyd getting bit by one and showing that it definitely affects people to where it damn near killed him, but then he recovered. It's weird.
And
that's what
the whole him
giant
getting
spider.
drugged. Well, and that's what is the thing knocking around the cabins is what drug Boyd through the forest. You know, with that bright light. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? And
then there's another thing of he found the goddamn lighthouse, but never mentioned it. Even after Tabitha said that she went to the lighthouse.
Well, I think here's the thing. The reason why those kids, the kid in the white, sent Tabitha out is because he knew Tabitha needed to have more answers in order to put all the pieces together. The only way for her to have more answers is for her to leave that place. Go get Victor's dad, Henry, and then, you know, so that's what I think the kid in the white plan from the beginning is, because they weren't going to put everything together with the information they had there. They needed more, and that kid for some reason can't tell him. I don't know why, but he can't.
Well, don't forget, in Tabitha's dream, that thing was attacking in the daytime. Well, can that thing come out in the daytime? But if that's the case, that's completely different. Completely new rules. Completely changes everything.
Well, it's just like, who was it? Was it Martin said that there's more things to fear than the creatures?
Yeah, exactly. Which that was only a season ago, but maybe we'll see something different. All right, guys. Well, thanks for checking us out. This is episode 7 of From, and stay tuned for next episode. All right. Peace out.